Hi, this film is Understanding and Using Data. It's for the staff training in June 2014. And in this first film, I'll be giving an overview of the main types of information and data that staff can access to inform teaching and learning and work with students. I'll mention first of all the key message from our inspection, that the inspection team, the inspectors, saw lots of examples of good teaching and learning across the college. And the message was no significant need for us to change the design of our activities within lessons. The feedback was of a need for us to change our expectations of students to make sure that they are consistently high. What do we mean by expectations? Well, some of that is around the progress that students are making. Are they reaching the standards that could be expected? And also about independent learning. Are we expecting students to operate independently and to take control of the learning that they take part in? So we'll be looking at the role that information and data plays in that. Well, there are lots of different forms of information you can find about students. The pass rates for courses, for example. But it's progress data that's generally felt to make the greatest difference in terms of stimulating staff who work with students to think about making improvements and changing their practice. It's generally progress data in all its different forms, be it attendance, punctuality, observations about students' behaviour, that can really tell you most about what you can do with young people as part of your day-to-day work. On the numerical side, there's lots of statistical data and information that is available. Much of that is available for level 3 courses. Progress data on level 2 is equally, if not more important, but it's very difficult to provide statistically accurate data for level 2 courses because of the wide variety of backgrounds that those students come from, and also the very particular nature of that provision within colleges. So I'll be referring mainly to level 3 in all 4 films, both A-level and applied courses at the college. In terms of numerical progress information then, that takes 3 main forms. First of all, you've got predictive information. In the class profiles that are circulated at the beginning of the year, and on ProMonitor, and Unit E as well, TMGs, target minimum grades for students, are given. These are sometimes misunderstood as being an estimate of the student's performance. They're not. They're a starting point for a discussion with students about what they might achieve on their courses, and they're statistically generated. But if used well, they should be a minimum that students could be expected to achieve. There's absolutely no reason why they couldn't move beyond their target minimum grade. Now, we use the ALICE system to generate those target minimum grades, an initiative originally started by Durham University, the A-Level as it's called, the A-Level Information System. And on the screen I've got the ALICE website open. Now, the target minimum grades are readily accessible to staff at the start of the year. As soon as we've entered students' GCSE scores, we can get the information about what they could be expected to achieve on their courses statistically, the minimum target grade, and we can generate that information ourselves. But there's lots more available on the ALICE website. The predictive data reports that you can generate are here, and I've got the ALICE website open. A secure login and password is available in the college, that's available on Moodle. And here I've got, for students that joined the college in 2013, information available about the standards that they could achieve. And there's various different downloads that you can access. And those will be explained in a separate film. In terms of monitoring information, that's available right the way through the year. Course teams collect their own information about student performance. We have attendance information that can be accessed, punctuality information too. And at any time, staff can go on to ProMonitor, access the reports area of ProMonitor, and find out information about what the most recent progress audit has stated for students in terms of how well they're performing, say, against their target grades. Here's an example of a course within the college based on the ILP3 that was completed in May. with examples of how students are achieving against their target grades. And at the end of the course, there's lots of information that's available. Here I'm in the virtual staff room, so I'll go to the start of Moodle, to the home page, access the new virtual staff room, click on my area of the virtual staff room and go on to results. And this is all the end of course data that we had in 2013, and you'll see that in the college results section there's a Word document which gives the success rate, breakdowns of the success rate for each course. But there's also value added information about how much progress students have made based on their GCSE scores and expected performance. And that's all collected here. ALPS is the system we most regularly use. It's presented in the most accessible way in terms of giving information about progress. But there's also information from ALICE, again, the A-level information system, and there's information from something called 6 Dimensions of Performance, which is a project led by the sixth form colleges themselves. So those are the 3 main types of information about student performance. And in the next 3 films, I'll be looking in detail about how those can be used within courses.